I feel so much better now that my broken tooth has been removed. And now I can get back to watching cruddy movies. You know what? Screw that. I'm feeling better and I want to watch something good for a change. Something exciting, something awesome, something without narwhals or horse-based teenagers. Go away. I don't even know what that means. Besides, I want to watch something like that. I want to watch that. Greetings, the world of the internet. I am the great Matthew Squeak, and welcome to Squirrel Talk Review. Big Hero 6 has a series now. And unlike certain other Disney movie tie-in shows, Tangled, Big Hero 6 ended with us begging for more. Another great movie from the Disney repertoire. Big Hero 6 took the awesomeness of a Marvel movie and stirred in that beloved Disney magic. It's lighthearted, yet still action-packed. Maybe a bit cliched and predictable in places, but who cares? We love it. It's a great design, great characters, and a movie that I could watch again and again. So why wouldn't we want a series about it? This is Big Hero 6, Baymax Retire.
May I have a moment of your time?
Okay, fine. Everyone take a cup of coffee or something and give the professor of boringly worthless facts your attention.
Thank you. Now it has come to our attention that this show, particularly the first episode special, contains major spoilers for the movie. Thus, it is recommended for any viewers that haven't seen the movie and wish to go see it beforehand.
So what you are saying is we should watch Big Hero 6 first to get ready for it.
Well, yes, but I was going to prepare a brief summary to...
We're watching Big Hero 6! There, it's now official. Do I need to do the opening again? Okay, blah, blah, blah. Big Hero 6 is an amazing movie, and we're going to watch it. So sit back and enjoy the ride with us. Let's get this thing started. The Marvel movie of Disney awesomeness takes place in the fictional city of San Francisco. And it's not just clever wordplay, but very artistically combining the best that both cities have to offer, including the underground world of bot fighting. Now, I've actually been to San Francisco, and I didn't see any of this going on, so it must be a Tokyo thing. They're crazy about all their robots and things, after all. Most of my robot parts come from Japan. This is where we meet our hero of the movie, aptly named Hero, with an I. And Disney also presents How to Run a Hustle. Step 1. Act like a total loser. Step 2. Get your butt kicked.
That was my first fight. Can I try again?
Step 3. Raise the stakes.
I've got more money.
And then finally, step 4. Brutally annihilate your opponent without batting an eye.
Megabot? Destroy.
Results may vary. Do not hustle someone who could pass as a sumo wrestler. Or has thugs. You know what? Don't hustle people. It's for your own safety.
Let's talk about this.
But before Hero, the hero, can get PG-13'd, his brother Tadashi comes to the rescue. And he shows him the tender, loving care a big brother should.
Then what were you thinking, you knucklehead?
But they're captured anyway by the authorities. And after their aunt bails them out, she also gives them that tender, loving care that this family is oh so known for.
Then what were you two knuckleheads thinking?
Now busted and back home.
When are you gonna start doing something with that big brain of yours?
What? Go to college like you? So people can tell me stuff I already know?
Unbelievable.
You're not going to live long in this movie, are you? I know the movie's still barely started, but this guy has already been making a slew of cheesy "I believe in you" spiels. You know, so that our main character can reflect on them when he's gone. So after not learning his lesson, Hiro the hero is ready to go out bot fighting once more. But Tadashi, seeing as how he's now an accomplice, decides to tag along, but makes a small detour along the way.
Baby, we'll be in and out. Anyway, you've never seen my lab.
Oh, great! I get to see your nerd lab.
Well, let's hope his nerd lab is more interesting than mine.
What was that?
No, nothing. Cat! Flying cat! It's the end times! We start meeting the future members of the Big Hero 6, Go-Go, Wasabi, Honey Lemon, who reminds me of Rapunzel or Barbie for some reason, and Fred. Great choices of names. Fred. But the most important character to meet in this scene is... This is Baymax. If you don't know what a Baymax is, where have you been? Despite being a robot having no emotion, every Baymax scene is amazingly entertaining and captivating. Just watch this! Nothing is happening, yet we're still watching.
Hello, I am Baymax, your personal healthcare companion.
So we spend the next few minutes gushing how cool Baymax is.
You have been a good boy. Have a lollipop.
It even has a lollipop dispenser. We also meet this Professor Callahan guy who's the father of robotics or something.
You must be Hiro, bot fighter, right? When my daughter was younger, it's all she wanted to do.
Yes, and I bet the daughter has no bearing on the plot whatsoever. Now that Hiro has seen the inside of the nerd lab, he's found a new calling in life. Oh, yeah, Tadashi, what was that thing you wanted to pick up again? So the way to get into the school is to wow and amaze at a science fair. How original. And after a lot of brainstorming and work, he presents to the world...
This is a microbot.
Fascinating.
Okay, so it turns out these things are actually pretty cool. They can do just about anything.
What used to take teams of people working by hand for months or years can now be accomplished by one person.
And also potentially put hundreds of people out of work. Just saying. We also meet this developer guy who wants the robots, but he doesn't stick around long, so...
Aunt Cass,
Unless it's moldy.
we'll catch up, okay?
Sure. I'm so proud of you! Both of you!
Thanks, Aunt Cass.
No, don't do it! Don't do it, Tadashi! Don't have the "I'm about to die" emotional moment!
Welcome to nerd school. Nerd.
Ugh. You had the "I'm about to die" moment. Cue life-ending event. Cue cliched funeral in the rain. Cue protagonist clichely moping around, unable to move on with his life. Would a non-cliched thing happen to break this rut? There's still nothing happening, yet we can't stop watching. What is it about this marshmallow that's so captivating? These are the best moments of the movie. The interaction between a boy and his healthcare-obsessed robot.
Ow.
On a scale of 1...
Ow.
On a scale... On a scale...
No.
On a scale of 1 to 10... On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your pain?
I could just listen to this dialogue all day. But I have a reveal to get to. So let's fast forward to when something happens. About here. One of the microbots survived the fire, and Baymax takes it upon himself to figure out where it's trying to go, forcing Hiro to frantically chase him through the streets. How is this marshmallow able to stay ahead of you so easily? I mean, to quote Baymax himself,
I am not fast.
"Step it up, kid." They reach this abandoned warehouse where they discover that someone has been making more of these microbots. Lots and lots of them, in fact. Yes, the broom. Excellent choice of weapon. +2 damage against dust bunnies. Hope for dust bunnies, kid. They encounter our supervillain of the movie, Mr. Masked and Scary. So they make a desperate escape out the front door.
Come on! Kick it down! Punch it! No!
Okay, fine. They stumble around until making a desperate escape out the window. Now, if this was the 90s or the 80s, the kids would take it upon himself to get the villain himself. Not this kid. He actually does the smart thing and goes straight to the police.
So Mr. Kabuki was using ESP to attack you and Balloon Man.
Why am I so entertained by nothing? I need to cash in on this. You know what? I got this. I got this. I will entertain you all by doing absolutely nothing. Is it working? Are you entertained yet? You know what? I'm bored. Let's go back to the review. The police don't believe him, and Baymax is running low on batteries. So back home we go. And after sneaking Baymax back into the house...
What was that? Mochi? Ooh, that darn cat!
Well, at least take a plate for the road, okay?
Throwing cats. This movie just got infinitely better. They mope around a little about Tadashi before Hiro finally puts 2 and 2 together.
Unless it wasn't. At the showcase, that guy in the mask stole my microbots and then set the fire to cover his tracks. He's responsible for Tadashi. We gotta catch that guy.
And thus Baymax begins transformation into Baymax 2.0 by becoming...
I have some concerns.
the fat samurai. But samurais got moves. You don't mess with this marshmallow.
Hammer fist! Sidekick! Knife hand! Back kick! Gummy bears!
Gummy bears!
Whoa, Steve, no. We both know how you get around gummy bears.
Thus, Hero and Sidekick are ready for action. You figure out which one is which. So they bounce their way to the pier, where the masked man is continuing to mysteriously do things. And it's time for action when...
Hiro?
No! No, no!
the movie comes to complete and absolute stop.
Those who suffer a loss require support from friends and loved ones.
Okay, but
Who would like to share their feelings first?
Ooh, I'll go.
Yes, now we're going to stick around and hold hands and share our feelings for a while. This could take a while.
Mother of Megazon!
Oh yeah, there was a supervillain around here.
Baymax can handle that guy!
Thus, we begin an epic car chase as they race for their lives.
Why are we stopped?
The light's red!
There are no red lights in a car chase!
I said race for your lives. You know what? Better let a speed maniac take the wheel. And now we finally get interesting. This is one of those moments where you could just sit back, stick your hands in the air, and go, wee!
Put your hands in the air!
The chase comes to a thrilling conclusion as the villain makes their classic mistake of not ensuring his enemy's demise. And speaking of cliches, it's time for the worthless character, Fred, to be more than meets the eye.
Fred, where are you going?
And it turns out that he's fabulously wealthy and way unhealthily obsessed with comic books and video games. And it is thanks to his amazing knowledge of material that Fred unveils his theory.
Don't you guys get it? The man in the mask who attacked us is none other than... Voila! Alistair Cray.
What?
Think about it. Cray wanted your microbots, and you said no. But rules don't apply to a man like Cray.
And now that's officially the last person it could be. That leaves our suspects at either Tadashi or that other random guy that didn't get a lot of screen time at the beginning. Or it was the Outcasts! Anyway, of course, since we already tried police, now it's time to take matters into our own hands by becoming superheroes with a musical number by Fall Out Boy.
The neurotransmitter must be in his mask. We get the mask, and he can't control the bots. Game over.
They say we are what we are, but we don't have to be.
Not that the music isn't good and that becoming superheroes isn't fun, but Hero made these things, right? Wouldn't it be a lot easier to build a jamming signal or a more powerful headband control thingy? Well, anyway, they're all suited up in their cartoonishly over-the-top outfits that we all love, and we also meet...
Baymax 2.0.
Wouldn't this be 3.0 as 2.0 was the bouncy samurai? But the most important feature of Baymax 3.0 is...
Full thrust!
You can fly?
And after showing off their flying abilities for a while, they track down Mr. Dark and Scary here to an abandoned, totally not creepy at all laboratory in an island off the coast. And thus, it's time for action! Pigeon. Okay, let's try the whole acting heroic thing again. Well, you know what they say, the third time is the charm.
The son with the ancient amulet they found in the attic. The amulet is green. It's probably an emerald.
Fred, I will laser hand you in the face.
Let's just cut to when they find something. You see, deep within this facility, they find this thing. Do you think that was just for the joke? Thanks to some security footage, it turns out it is a Stargate. It does the same thing, it turns on the same way, and it also explodes, trapping this girl inside. What's more, it's definitely all not this villain's fault. But the real villain shows up. Not the pigeon, and it's time for action.
Seriously, what's the plan?
Get the mask. Right behind you.
For real, what is the plan? You don't have a plan?
But the fight is on with speed, blades, fire, and science. But most importantly of all, Baymax! And Hero's there too. He's there. We needed someone to wear the purple Power Ranger outfit. Plus, he is the one that finally gets the mask, even by accident. And it's revealed that definitely not the villain. It wasn't the villain after all. It was, you know, him. Not the pigeon. What was his name?
You're Robert Callahan. Like as in the Callahan Catmost Blind and Callahan's Laws of Robotics?
That's right.
Well, Hero doesn't take this news well, and he does something not so heroic.
Baymax, destroy.
My programming prevents me from injuring a human being.
Not anymore.
Hero, this is not what...
And in an effort to keep the movie PG, it takes the combined force of the rest of Big Hero 6 to restore Baymax to his normal, pleasant self.
My healthcare protocol has been violated. I regret any distress I may have caused.
And after returning to base for repairs with a cliched video montage of a deceased loved one, Hero is back to normal, and the rest of the team makes an important, yet cliche discovery.
The pilot was Callahan's daughter. Callahan blames Cray.
This is a revenge story.
Well, duh, why else do you think she was mentioned at the beginning? Well, revenge is underway, as Callahan is going to use the Stargate to suck in not the villain's building, and it's up to Big Hero 6 to save the day. And here's where we get into some really cool, awesome fight sequences, but not forgetting its pleasant Disney charm. It's thrilling, fun, and plenty of action-packed to keep your heart racing and ultimately leads to the enemy's defeat. 'Cause you'll know this is a PG Avenger movie. But get ready for one last twist. And by that I mean the other twist we all saw coming.
Baymax!
My sensor is detecting signs of life.
What?
Coming from there. The life signs are female. She appears to be in hypersleep.
Callahan's daughter? She's still alive.
So naturally, Baymax goes in for the rescue, and Hero goes too, because red and purple go together. They just do. They get to her easy enough, but on their return trip, tragedy strikes, stranding all three of them into the void.
There is still a way I can get you both to safety. I cannot deactivate until you say you are satisfied with your care.
No, wait. What about you?
You are my patient.
Baymax,
your health is my only concern.
Stop! No,
Oh no, not Baymax. Not gonna lie, even though this is more obvious plot points, it gets to you. There's just something about how this marshmallow does nothing but wedges deep into your heart that just makes you shed a tear to see him go. Every time I see it.
La 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 la.
But never fear, as Baymax pulled off one last trick before falling into the void. But Hero and us were looking directly at him the entire time. How did that chip get into his palm like that? And when did he do it? As soon as the chip was removed, his caregiving, sacrificial nature would have shut off. But you know what? Who freaking cares? Baymax is back, baby! As evident of the title of the first episode of the series. That was Big Hero 6, and it is completely, undeniably, absolutely amazing. Is it chock full of cliches? Yes. Is it predictable as heck? Yes. But who freaking cares? This movie rocks. Great humor, great characters, and Baymax. Just Baymax in general. It's a fun movie to enjoy again and again and again. So who cares about those predictable cliches mixed in? If you haven't seen it, you really need to. And if you've seen it before, well then go see it again. I am the great Matthew Squeak, and this is Squirrel Talk Review. I thank my loyal subjects for watching. Please like and subscribe to me. It will really help the channel, especially now that YouTube wants 1,000 subscribers before you can get paid for these videos. Also, please support the channel here on Patreon. And stay tuned, as I haven't forgotten about Big Hero 6, Baymax Returns.